What does it mean to be led by the Spirit? In 3 minutes, we'll review the relevant text and notice a striking difference between the biblical use of being led and the currently popular felt led, so often heard along these lines. Settled on a college? Haven't felt led yet. What's your major? Waiting to see where the Spirit leads me. Which job are you taking? Haven't felt led yet. From big choices like real estate to little choices like lunch, you can hear people attribute their choices to feeling led. Now compare that to Scripture. Led by the Spirit is a Bible phrase. Felt led is not. Led by the Spirit was used of Jesus in the wilderness, and it's used twice and only twice of believers, once in Romans, once in Galatians. In each case, the text refers to walking in the Spirit as opposed to sins of the flesh. Each refers to being led by the Spirit, and each warned against following the flesh. Look closer now at Galatians 5. Instead of following works of the flesh like sexual immorality, drunkenness, etc., to be led by the Spirit is to walk in love, faithfulness, self-control, etc. This is what Paul calls walking by the Spirit, led by the Spirit, and keeping in step with the Spirit. This isn't about waiting for the Spirit to choose my purchases. This is about choosing to walk in the Spirit instead of in sin. But how will I know where to move, where to work? How will I know the Lord's plans for me? James 4. Now listen, you who say today or tomorrow we will go to this or that city, spend a year there, carry on business, and make money, you do not even know what will happen tomorrow. What is your life? You are a mist that appears for a little while and then vanishes. Instead, you ought to say, if it is the Lord's will, we will live and do this or that. Notice, James doesn't say don't plan or don't go. James doesn't say wait to feel led. Plan, go, but acknowledge that those plans are tentative before the will of the Lord. Our lives are but a vapor, and if it's the Lord's will you die tomorrow, you will die tomorrow, whether you felt led to or not. See here the difference between the unrevealed will, which we don't know, and the revealed will, which we are to obey. Deuteronomy 29, the secret things belong to God, but the things that are revealed belong to us, so we can do them. In Matthew 7, Jesus speaks of the revealed will. Those who enter the kingdom are those who do the will of God, who hear the Lord's words and do them. That's the will we are to know and follow. James 4 refers to the unrevealed will, which we are not expected to know. We can make plans, and we may profit if it is the Lord's will, but like Job, we do not know what tomorrow may bring, and also like Job, our job is to do what is right regardless. We need less focus on our feelings, more listening to the Lord's word. It is hearing his word and doing what he said that the Lord compares to a wise man building his house on the rock. Finishing with Romans 8. We are under obligation not to the flesh to live according to the flesh, but if by the Spirit you are putting to death the deeds of the body, you will live. For all who are being led by the Spirit of God, these are the sons of God. Regardless of your location, education, or occupation, hear the Lord's word and do it. For more videos, see 3MinuteBibleStudy.com.